So Friday is here. It is Hasbro Pulse Con, our big celebration of all the different brands within Transformers, G.I. Joe, Star Wars, Marvel, and more. But today, more importantly, we're going to be talking about our beloved Transformers. And today on Hasbro Pulse Con, we had a whole bunch of reveals, a whole bunch of new product. We already here on the Transformer Slag podcast did a segment today, but we got many more we got to do. There's going to be a little more than one segment today. Let's put it that way. What we're also going to be doing today is we're going to be doing the Hasbro Pulse Con Transformers segment a little out of order of what Hasbro showed themselves through their live stream. So what we're going to do is we're going to be covering the little more important new stuff that was shown, and then we'll kind of cover the rest in a separate segment later today. But let's jump into it like we always do here on the Transformers Lag podcast, and let's just start with what's happening with Studio Series and Transformers 1, because that's our big new movie that's going to be coming out next week. And we were introduced to the crew. We got Mark, we got Evan, we got BMAC, we got designers, we got marketers. And with Studio Series here, they also introduced a new member of the crew that's been working behind the scenes already for more than a year now. We were also introduced to Nate. And Nate was an individual I got to meet at San Diego Comic-Con, got to hang out with him for a bit and talk. Very awesome dude, very cool. Apparently a listener of the Transformer Slag podcast. So again, Nate, thanks for being a fan and listening, and hopefully we will talk more in the future to talk business. But let's jump into it. And Nate showed a whole bunch of new Studio Series product, as well as some of the stuff we already saw over the past week or so. We'll start with the Transformers 1 Deluxes of Bumblebee and Alita. These we talked about last week, and now we get to see some in-hand images and video of these two products. And the Bumblebee, according to Evan, is going to be an A-level product. And what A-level products are stuff that are plentiful in retail, usually in a solid case, much like the Transformers 1 Deluxe Class Optimus Prime that we've seen already and most of us own and or handled. And the Bumblebee is looking great, has his knife hands, has his two little blasters, very cool stuff, looking really good. Again, really awesome to now see these figures in hand in a lot of ways, instead of just a still image from a stock photo. And very exciting considering how awesome the movie was to now get our hands on these products. Then we got Alita. Alita, according to Evan, was an Najima-san design along with Evan, and being able to pull off that Cybertronian motorcycle into a sleek robot mode. I love the paint on it. The paint looks fantastic. The stock images did not convey just how nice the paint looks, and considering how shiny she is in the movie, it looks great. It really matches that and hits it very well. Love how that looks. She comes with the blaster, looks really cool too. But Nate also brought a surprise, because while we have the Deluxe Optimus, we have the Deluxe Megatron, we have the Deluxe Bumblebee, we have the Deluxe Alita. But now we have our first Transformers 1 Voyager class figure. And we have Transformers 1 Voyager class Studio Series Sentinel Prime that was shown to us. So this is an Evan and Kuniharu-san design, looking really, really good. I have to be careful what is said here, because Evan kind of said the same sentiment. Got to be careful what we say, because we don't want to spoil stuff, and there's a lot of stuff going on with this figure that is spoilery in nature. But he is, in a way, kind of a triple changer. He has his alt mode, which is his Cybertronian jet mode. He has a robot mode, and then he has a more powered up super mode, if you will. And comes with a bunch of parts that really also fill out that Voyager class. He has his arm cannon mode, the flight wings, the battle mask, his shield, and then some. Again, there's a lot of little extras here and there, so we won't go too much into it, but he is super decked out. Nice, big, beefy figure, really cool, posable. Really, the way that they posed it really emphasizes the way that his character is in the movie, too. Very, again, I have to be careful what I say, because I've already seen the movie, and there's a lot of cool stuff to talk about. But yeah, really awesome to see this for the first time. Very exciting. And Nate mentioned that the Bumblebee, the Alita, and Sentinel Prime will all go up for pre-order on Transformer Day, which will be that Tuesday on September 17th, 2024 at 1 p.m. Eastern Standard Time is when those pre-orders will drop on Hasbro Pulse. again, Transformer Day celebrating the very first airing of the very first episode of the original G1 cartoon all those years ago, 40 years ago. So pretty hype stuff. So again, mark that on your calendar for Transformer Day to pick up Sentinel and the crew. BMAC also mentions, along with Nate, that they were going to show Devastator today, but I think they're going to save it for a future live stream. Even Nate was wearing a Devastator Constructicon t-shirt. So I'm pretty sure literally up until the 11th hour, they were going to be showing Devastator, but they just feel it's not ready yet to be revealed. So they're going to wait into another date. And the date that that Nate dropped on us here is 10/27, so October 27th, which I believe is a Sunday, which is interesting, but okay, I guess it's 10/27, so mark that down until otherwise. We'll update you if anything changes on the Transformers Slag podcast. But BMAC also mentioned that there's going to be some Space Bridge stuff that he also wanted to reveal today, but they just didn't have the time because everything ran late with all the other brands and everything. I know some fans were kind of confused by how short this segment was, but I think Hasbro really wanted to focus on the brands that they pay for from a licensing standpoint, be it, all the Disney brands of Marvel and Star Wars and everything, where Transformers, hey, we're always going to be here. They'll give us new Fan First Fridays, Transformer Tuesday, Transformer Thursdays, Megatron Monday, Warpath Wednesday, whatever they want to call it. But yeah, so BMAC's like, but here's the logo for our next series that is going to be happening after Legacy United, and it's that of Transformers Age of the Primes. And so we were seeing these Walmart listings that were in the computers and Target of Generations Prime, but it's just because it's Generations is the overall umbrella of this segmentation of the line, and the Prime is just the shorthand for Age of the Primes. So it's Transformers Age of the Primes, or AOP, that we're probably going to all be abbreviating it in the future. But yeah, so this is the line. We don't have a Space Bridge reveal just yet. That's something that will be revealed in the future. And the date that it'll probably be happening will be New York Comic-Con during the Hasbro panel there. And that'll be Thursday, October 17th to Sunday, October 20th. It'll probably be on a Saturday or a Sunday. We'll get more information on that. So there's that stuff that's going on too. A lot of cool stuff still to be revealed. We will talk about it in the second segment today. But thank you again for listening to the Transformer Slag podcast. And I'll talk to you in the near future.